Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Neither team got the start to the season that they wanted. Let's see who can right the ship as week 2 gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Gun. Got. Eleven. Got.
It gives it to Pacheco to start. Oh, the football's loose. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, this one's certainly off to an exciting start, partner. Hopefully this is the type of energy we're going to see the whole way today.
Defensive coaches, Kate, love to say, steal a possession, find a way to steal a possession. Well, they stole it on the very first play, and now put their offense in the driver's seat.
Now they turn to their rookie from Georgia for the first time. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Lamar now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. That heater is going to fall to the turf.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Bullock's kick is good. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
12. Get set. Got.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
On one, ready?
2nd and 3 now.
11, mighty. 11. Here we go, here we go.
Slot man in motion right.
Stop.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. Jukes one defender. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
11, MT, Tate. 11, MT, Tate. 12, 12, 12. 11, MT, 11, MT. Stop.
It's Pacheco again. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
On one, ready?
And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20
mighty,
from the marker
11,
to start
mighty.
things out.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They send a man in motion.
Stop.
Running it after the penalty. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
11, Thomas. Stop.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he crosses out of bounds, so now we're going to learn who the penalty flag is on. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. It's a gain of 6, and now they face a daunting 3rd and 14.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
3rd and long, here's Burrow. On the move, headed right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. They've got first down from the 31.
11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to the bank in just a moment. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They have second down behind the sticks.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. 7 yards on the carry, but still 3rd and 15 coming up.
Get set. 11, 11. 12, 12. What?
Burrow out of the shotgun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down here at the 16. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like
12,
that.
12, 12.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a second quarter lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
That one splits the uprights, and the Bengals take a 4-point lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose. Oh, no, and it bounces out of their own end zone. That's going to be a safety.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline can be your best friend as a runner, because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it can go harmlessly out of bounds.
He's got room to roam here. Give him 32 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game. And he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Jackson now on 3rd. He's on the move. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
No, we change it. Go. Touch.
Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they face second down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Play fake. Jackson. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. From the gun, Jackson escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Kate, I wish every fan could just get the perspective on the field. When you stand on the sidelines, you realize how fast this game is. And as a QB, you've got to understand. When you get that amount of time, you've got to get rid of the ball because this game moves in a hurry.
Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. On-line, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And this will remain a 4-point game.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
All right, here we go. Second down.
12, 12, 12. Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Bengals trying to make some noise before halftime. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go, here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11 MT tape, 11 MT tape. Got.
They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that, a guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
On 1, ready?
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
11 MT tape. Stop.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On first down, here's Burrow. Has it down close. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals drive their lead to 11. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, report.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. He's loaded another one up. That's complete inside the 35. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They've got 1st down here, but just 18 seconds to work with.
11 mighty.
Burrow from the gun. He fires one deep down the middle. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
Gun. Dot. 11. Dot.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout ticket.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout ticket. 4th down, and it'll be the native of County Wicklow in Ireland, Daniel Whelan, on to punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Motioning him from the slot right. And he'll push forward for a small gain to the 31. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. Geno Stone picks it off. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental, not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception is so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. On from Pacheco to start the half. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, here we go.
Play action now, Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11 common.
On third down, here's Burrow. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals push their lead further to start the half. McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals drive their lead to 11. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, here's Lamar. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Stays upright. On the run right, throwing deep down the center. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Bengals are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
12, 12, 12. MT.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go.
Burrow setting up the play action. Buying some time right. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Lamar back to throw. Forced out to his right. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. They'll run here with Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Middle. Hey. Out here. Sit up.
Blitz coming, Lamar. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jermaine Pratt picks it. And the Bengals take over as he records his 10th career INT. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
On 1, ready?
1st and 10 now from the 30.
11.
Motion man sent left. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get this up to the 29-yard line. It's about a 4-yard pickup, and they'll still be playing the sticks. 3rd and 11 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
12.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this one soars out of bounds. The only question is where they will mark it. Looks like it's going short of the 40. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. On first down, Jackson. He rolls to his right. And he's hit and dropped. So that's going to bring an end to our third quarter with him picking himself up after that sack.
Bengals 21, Ravens 16.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Gronk, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Lamar out of the pistol. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go.
From the 48. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Brought in inside the 20. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals push the lead up to 12.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
180. You at X. Hey.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He fires one deep down the right sideline. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it'll be 2nd down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
2nd and 10 now. Buying some time left. Throwing on the run, deep down that left side. Oh no, they get him yet again. Geno Stone picks it off. And the Bengals have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception,
11.
it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
A first down carry for Pacheco. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
12. Here we go.
Right back to Pacheco. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
A counter give here to Pacheco. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that back remains hungry.
11.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Let's get set.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Caught near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. An even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
On 1, ready? Here we go. Here we go. Mighty. 11 mighty. Here we go. 11 mighty.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Stop.
Pacheco will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
Here we go. 12. Stop.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
11 mighty. Here we go. MT, Kate. 11, God.
They'll try with Pacheco. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. It's only 1 yard on the run, partner, and that's going to leave him with a tough 4th and goal. Butker knocks it through. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit on.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that window was open down the field, but this league is so fast. And these defenders, well, they closed the gap before that throw could arrive.
Jackson trying again on 2nd down. Trying to push it deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Throwing now. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
13. Yo.
And again, it's Jackson. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Hey, middle. Go right here. Report. Hey. Alpha.
Jackson's gonna throw again. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Along the right sideline, there's space. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
So the Bengals take this one on the road. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Baltimore.
Double time.